Hi, Sherry.
Hi, how are you?
Good. We'll just give everybody a couple of minutes. I can't wait too long because I have another class right after this.
Okay, no
So,
worries.
yeah, we'll give them like 2 minutes.
Information, so it's going a lot deeper, right? Now, a lot of this seems probably overwhelming for you guys. Now, rolling out really soon is the new Smart Plan Library. And so what you're going to see here is when you get this in command, which will be very soon, and if this is already out by the time you're taking this, then great. The way this works is at the very top of your Smart Plan Library, you're going to see all the Keller Williams Smart Plans. Biweekly neighborhood nurture, quarterly call plan, birthday, et cetera, et cetera. But the cool part here is you're going to be able to upload smart plans that are working for you and also download smart plans from other agents that are uploading smart plans that are working for them. So let's say I need a Facebook smart plan. I would go up here and type in Facebook, and what'll happen is when I type in Facebook, it'll bring me all the smart plans have been uploaded into the library from other agents that have Facebook in the title. Okay. Or I can also do this. I'll also be able to filter. I'll also be able to filter accordingly. So I can filter it like as if I'm filtering my contacts, or filter as if I'm, filtering, homes for sale. Let me refresh this. So it's a very similar filter to a lot of other filters that you would do. Like I said, looking for homes or, filtering through your contacts and trying to find, tags and so on and so forth. So when I click this filter button, what happens over here is this pops up and I'll be able to look for smart plans of a certain duration. I'll be able to type in an author. I'll be able to look for smart plans that have up to 50 touches. I'll be able to look for smart plans that have been downloaded up to 2,000 or more times. And I'll be able to look for smart plans with a rating. So let's say you want to come in here and look for Nick Baldwin smart plans, right? And then I'll choose him as an author. And then I'll filter those results. And in a few moments, all the smart plans that I wrote will pop up. Okay, so let's try that one more time. So this is still in beta, right? So let's try Nick Baldwin. There we go. And filter. Oh, there we go. It worked. So I've got the neighborhood smart plan, and you would add that to your smart plan library. And I've got my 8x8, which is for older leads, and you would add that if you want to keep it. So that's launching very soon. So you're going to be able to use smart plans from other agents that are uploading it. So you don't have to think too much about it. So you can now know how to follow up and look for the right follow-up cadence for the lead that you are trying to convert. Now, I want to show you guys something that is about a 28 to 30 touch smart plan. Okay, so let's go into the library. And every single person in your database needs to be on these 4 smart plans. You ready? Write this down. A monthly neighborhood nurture, that's 12 touches once a month. Happy birthday, that's another 4 touches. Okay. Quarterly call plan, that's another 4 touches. 1 touch every 90 days. And then home anniversary. It's another 2 touches. So you got 12 for the monthly neighborhood nurture. You got 4 for the quarterly call plan. You got 4 for the birthday. And you got 2 for the home anniversary. That's around 30 touches a year for each contact. Works like a charm. It's incredible. Definitely utilize that. All right, hope that helps with your follow-up. We'll see you at the next lecture.
Does anybody have any questions so far? Nope, you're good? Okay, we'll move right along. Moving right along.
What is going on, everybody? Hey, glad you're still here. I keep saying that, but it's true. I am glad. All right, so Josh Team, our KW president, has said over and over and over, time and time again, the consumer doesn't want an on-demand agent. They want on-demand information. If you're not providing them with the information that they need, that's when they're going to call you at 11 o'clock at night with that freak out, right? Like, oh my gosh, I don't know if, how the home inspection went or whatever. But we got to solve that problem. If I can order a pizza and track when the pizza's in the oven and on the way to my house, why can't I track my real estate transaction? Good question, right? Let's jump in and talk about it. All right, so what KW has done is essentially create a Domino's pizza tracker for real estate. Like I said, I place my order on the app. I can see when it was placed. I can see when it's getting prepared. I can see when it's in the oven. I can see when it comes out of the oven, and I can see when it's on the road. And in some instances, I can even see where the car is on the road. Now, if I'm ordering something on Amazon, I can see when it was ordered, when it was shipped, when it was out for delivery, when it's going to arrive at my house, and then they take a picture of when it actually does arrive at my house. Do we have this for real estate? Yes, we do. It's called the guide, and it gives your consumer on-demand information every single step of the way. I'm going to get more into that in just a second. And the great thing about it is your guides can be customized. This is a really great way, a really good opportunity for you guys to brand your site and your apps even more than you ever expected, right? So here's some examples. Charitable donations, right? Like my team would always donate money to an animal shelter when we close on a property. I can add that to my guide. If you offer, professional marketing when you list a house, add that to your guide. If you offer a housewarming party after they close, add that to your guide. So let me step in to Command and show you the guide and how it's controlled, okay? So I am now here in a contact, Nicholas Baldwin. Let's click on this listing that Nick has given to my team. When I open this up, I can go to the seller profile and I can go here to manage the guide. And what this allows me to do is if Nick has downloaded my app or signed into my website as a seller, now I can control when information is sent to him, right? We've staged his home. If we got an offer, now we're reviewing it. If there's an inspection, the buyer has obtained the mortgage commitment. I can send this information to Nick's phone just by going to Command and checking off when each step has been completed. Now, if I go into my agent site and I look at it from the consumer standpoint, the consumer now has the guide right here. The consumer can understand the consultation. If they're a buyer, they can see what it means when we go see homes. They can see what it means when we get an offer, and they can mark steps as completed if they want to as well. So when a step is completed, they're going to see this little checkbox next to the actual step itself, and everything here can be customized. The verbiage, the image, everything can be completely branded to you. And the way that you do that inside of Command is you go to Consumer and we go to Guide Builder. And in Guide Builder, then you're going to have your buying and your selling. And it tells you how many steps and it tells you how many people you have registered on your consumer platform. Doesn't mean that they're in the process of buying or selling. This just means that these are the amount of people that you have on your platform. So now if I want to edit the buying guide, I can do that, right? A lot of different ways I can do that. I can do that. Let me refresh this page. If I want to edit the buy guide, I can move things around, right? If I want to. So let's say I want them to get pre-approved before they get before I have the consultation. So if I just move this up here and I save changes, that happens instantly. So I'm going to go to my buy guide and watch the consultation go down here and the pre-approval move up here. See, pre-approval has now been moved to the top, consultations on the bottom. It is that simple to rearrange things. If you click on it, you can now update the photo. You can update the information. It's really very, very customizable. So this is so great to keep your clients, again, let me refresh your memory on this, in the loop with the entire process and with the guides. So it's so important for you to have them download the app and to have them sign into your website so you can keep them updated on when important milestones have been completed. So on-demand information, guys, it's the Domino's Pizza Tracker of real estate. I highly suggest you get in there and start customizing your guides because it reflects your brand. What is going on, everybody? Hey,
Sorry, what happened there?
glad to show you. And I look at it from the consumer standpoint. This just means that these go to my buy guide with flex.
Okay, I guess that was done. Anybody have questions about this section?
Yeah, so the guide is linked to the app, to my KW app.
Yes. So
the consumer has to have the app to take advantage of the guide.
yes, or they can have a login on your website, either one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I should have a class on this because actually there's things in here that I didn't know about just now. So I
Yeah.
think I'm going to do another class on the consumer guide and setting that up because we're currently not doing that. So that's actually good for your buyer or seller to know what stage you're at.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good you're going to have a class that seems a little more complicated than the things he's gone over thus far.
Yeah, this part is just setting up the guide, the consumer guide. But once you set it up, if anybody either has your app or goes to your website and logs in, they'll be able to see all the different steps that they're at. Okay,
Okay.
there we go. Next, pivoting your tech and collections. So this will be for the app.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Hey, you are on the last and final lecture. I'm so proud of you. You've gotten this far. I'm sure you kicked butt. All right. I want to talk about a couple of things. I want to talk about how quickly we can pivot our technology. And I want to talk about the value you can add to your clients by creating collections through our mobile app and our consumer app and consumer sites. All right, so let's talk about pivoting the technology, right? So COVID-19 hit, everyone was shut down, didn't want to go see houses, and it's going to be like that for a little while, right? There's going to be people that are obviously going to go see houses in person, but there's going to be people who they might be a little bit nervous, right? So the cool thing about KW building their own technology is that we can build things really quickly when our agents think they're important. Okay, so let's dive right in and take a look. One of the biggest value adds that we added as a company was the ability for your clients to request a video tour of a property, an agent-led live video tour of the property. Now, if you haven't updated your app, you might want to do that because this is one of the newest updates. Your client requests to schedule a video tour and they can select their preferred live stream video platform, and then you set the appointment. When you get there, you turn on that platform and you stream that tour for your client. Now I'm going to go into the website and show you how that looks. I'm not just going to show you here on a PowerPoint. So we're going to dig into that a little bit. The next thing I want to talk about is Keller Mortgage, right? really, really, really important to understand the value.
Does anybody here have a Jersey license? Lamari, I forget, you have one? We could skip this.
No, I don't. I don't
You
have
don't? Okay, so we're just gonna skip the Keller Mortgage because right now we don't have that in New York. So we're just gonna zoom ahead here.
Here I am. Now, let's create a collection. So I'm going to search in, let's see, Clarkston, Michigan. Okay, let's do that. And so I'm in my app, I'm in my website, and I'm logged in as Nick Baldwin, the agent, right? Let's pretend that this is Nick Baldwin, the agent. Now, in order to log in to the consumer site, you have to log in and create an account as a consumer, okay? There's no like agent portal to the website. That is in command, right? And we can create saved searches for our clients in command. But I'm going to show you how to create a collection for your client as an agent. So I'm logged into my consumer site, and I am going to show some properties to a client of mine, right? So let's say I did all the searching for properties and I know which ones I'm going to show them. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the homes that I want to show them and heart it. Then I'm going to create a new collection. And let's just call it homes for Anne. That's my wife. Homes for Anne let's do homes for Nick to see on Saturday. Let's just call it that, okay? And save. Okay, let me just do that again. Homes for Nick to see on Saturday. Here we go. Now save. Okay, that's a house I'm adding. And let's say I'm going to show him this house too. Homes for Nick to see on Saturday. We'll save. Homes for Nick to see on Saturday. We'll save. And let's say I'm going to show him this one. Homes for Nick to see on Saturday. We'll save. But I also want Nick to know that this home has a wide open floor plan. So I'm going to leave that note for him so he knows why I want to show him that. Okay? Save. Perfect. Now I'm going to go to my saved searches and I'm going to go to my collections and click homes for Nick to see on Saturday. And so now what we see here is we see all the homes that I just added to the collection. And I added this note. This home is a wide open floor plan. I can also add a note here and I can say this home has for your dog. Okay. And maybe I'll add a note here too. You can add notes. I'm not going to add all the notes, but you can add the notes so your client can see why you picked that. And on the map, then we can see where these homes are. Okay. Now the magic happens. What I'm going to do is this homes for Nick to see on Saturday is I'm going to share it and I'm going to add Nick, my buyer. I'm Nick Baldwin, the agent creating this collection, and I'm adding Nick Baldwin, the buyer, to the collection. Nick Baldwin. And let's do this email address, okay? And I'm going to add Nick, okay? And you can see here that I am now waiting for Nick to, he's asked to accept the invitation. So let's go into Nick's email. Now I'm Nick Baldwin, the buyer, and I got a notification that someone added me to a collection. So let's open up my email so you guys can see that. Go to this email here. Let that load up. All right, here we go. So we can see here, it says kw.com. We'd like to add you as a collaborator. And now we can see that I sent this this collection to Nick Baldwin, the buyer. And you can see this looks very familiar. It looks like a Facebook post in a sense, right? Inviting him. So what I want to do here is I want to log out of here because when I log in as Nick Baldwin, the buyer, I can log in under these credentials. So I'm going to open the collection. Okay. And now you can see that, let me make sure I'm logged in under the right account. Yep. So we can see that now I've logged in and I'm able to see the homes that my agent has made for me. And what I can also do as Nick Baldwin, the buyer, is I can also add homes. So let's go back to Clarkston, Michigan. So I like that my agent is doing this for me, and I'm going to choose another home that I want to see. So maybe it'll be this one, okay? Let's open this one up. All right, so I want my agent to show me this, homes for Nick to see on Saturday, and I can leave a note if I want, or I'll just save it. And then as Nick Baldwin, the agent, let's see what happens here, guys. Go into my email for that one. Let that open up. Oops, hold on 1 second, guys. We can see that another home has been added, right? So the cool part about this is, as an agent, gotta find my website again. Here it is. As an agent, you can go in and you can create these collections for your clients, and then your clients, and then you invite them, and then your clients can also invite anybody else they want. So let me show you what that looks like. So if I am now signed in as the buyer, I can also add anybody I want. I can add my wife, I can add my mother, I can add my father. So we can all start collaborating on homes that are for sale through the website. And what the great thing about it is you can see that this is the most recent house I just added. The great thing about it is everybody's collaborating together. And where are they collaborating? They're collaborating on your website. So to recap, what's happening here is, as the agent, you create an account as a consumer on your website, okay? Create a collection for your clients, whether they're homes that you're going to show them this weekend, whether they're homes in a certain area or neighborhood that you think they're going to like. So you create that collection and then you add them to that collection. And then you can collaborate in real time back and forth with your client, right? And every time your client adds a home to that collection, you'll get an email letting you know. Every time you add a home to that collection, your buyer will get an email letting you know. Anytime anyone adds a collection, if they bring a friend in or a family member, mom, dad, sister, brother, you'll get a notification that somebody added a home to that collection. And when you log into your website, what you'll see is under the feed, you'll see, let me refresh this. I'm actually going to log back into my Nick Baldwin Realtor account as the agent so you can see what happens here. When people start adding to the collection in your feed, you will see like when people start adding things. So let's say Amanda Pullman added a home to Homes for Sale for Amanda, right? So 2 days ago, when I was testing this out with a co-buyer, she added a property to a collection I created for her. So if your buyer adds mom or dad to a collection, you will then see mom or dad adding homes to the specific collections. So it's really, really, really cool the way this works and the way KW has made this very collaborative. Okay, so I highly recommend that creating collections for your clients and inviting them will then get them to understand how the collections work, and then they'll start adding friends and family to those collections. Then everybody will end up on your website and on your app looking for homes and collaborating. And you can have 100 different collections and they can invite 100 different people. Doesn't have to be the same person. So hope that you guys got some value from this, and it put a lot of things into perspective for you. Collections are really amazing, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much for taking the class.
Okay, so does anybody have any questions about what Nick just went over? Peter, comments, thoughts?
No, it's pretty interesting. It's just a matter of digging in and working with it,
Yeah.
We've been over a lot of stuff. It's all valuable stuff. We just have to play with it. We need to
Yeah.
put in
Well,
like
it
a friend or a family member and experiment with it and be sure we know how it works. And then it's all very usable.
Right. I really like that for like the buyer's agents. If you're taking out somebody and they want to see 5 houses, you put them in, they could add what they want. The only issue is in this market, will it still be available in 2 days?
Yeah, well, that's a whole other thing. But
Yeah. But I like that a lot.
I do have a question. How do I update my app?
So you should have, so you have an iPhone?
Yeah.
So you should be able to go to the App Store and see if there's an update in there. When you go to the App
Just
Store.
go to the
you
App Store and go to that app and see what it says.
Yeah. You could just scroll down and see if you have it when you scroll down.
It'll say that an update is available.
Yep.
All right, I'll try that.
Yeah, because they do change it and they fix little glitches here and there,
Yeah.
but I'm sure they also add little glitches at the same time. So
I didn't know if it was something you just did from the app, if there was somewhere to go in.
no, you just have to go to the App
On your
Store.
computer, have to go to the App Store. Okay, great.
Yeah, and then I guess if you have an Android, you go to, is it Google Play, I guess? Is that, I don't even know.
I don't know. I have
I don't
an
even know.
iPhone. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, and then at 2 o'clock, Rosemary and I are doing a mastermind on Facebook campaigns. If you guys want to join that, just how to optimize and get the best results. Right, Lamari?
Will that be recorded?
Yes.
All right, because I know I have something to do, but I
Something
will
to
watch
do.
that another time.
Okay, yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining
Well, thank
me.
you very much.
See you, Nick.
Appreciate you making the time. See you soon.
No problem. All right, I'm gonna put up
Okay.
I'm working on my calendar tomorrow for August for all the new classes. So
Lovely. All right. Bye-bye.
okay, bye.
Bye. Thank you.